This I found there. People were staring at it. About 20, 30 people were looking at something. I said, what's going on there? And I joined those people. And I looked too. I didn't come in as the big man and refuse to look at anything and waiting for them to report it to me first. I joined the people that were looking to what? I can't hear you. Oh. And as I joined the people that were looking to look, I found this. Somebody's innovation. Where is that cute boy? Where are you? Come here. Get on the stage. Quickly. Make yourself very visible on the stage. Visible means there. That was his innovation right there, staring at me. I picked up this thing. Very beautiful picture of young, good-looking Ugandans. And under it, he has Economic War. He has DC logo. He has One Company logo. Then he has Child Caregiver Empowerment Initiative. And he goes, you also deserve a break. Then he puts everything, date, time, and puts the pictures. It doesn't get more powerful than that. In private sector. You're not listening to me. In private sector, it doesn't get more powerful than image. He just gave what? Image. Okay, maybe now you'll take me serious. This boy today will live here with an SUV. We will pay him to take pictures of the staff everywhere you are, pictures of kids, tablets with, we will print and we will send it all across Uganda. Pictures to people's homes. These pictures are coming to your door, delivered by us, printed by us, delivered. These kinds of pictures. People on computer working, pictures. Ugandans looking like that. Each picture we pay you, negotiate flat rate with him. And picture is compulsory for everybody that works here. Then picture again and more picture and another event. The Lord bless you. Heavenly Father, we bless you for another moment of sharing. Lord, we're looking for direction. Direction out of poverty for ourselves. Direction out of lack for our families. Direction out of mediocrity for our communities and our country and our continent. This is what we desire. We desire that you come and be with us and help us and journey with us. Be our shepherd as we seek better, Lord. Better days, testimonies of deliverances and empowerment and job creation, health care, elderly care, justice. Lord, we seek this as a people and we seek it from you, the one who is present and powerful and strong and able, the one who has all wisdom, the one who knows it all. Come help us and be glorified. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Give it up to the King of Kings, everybody. Give it up to the King of Kings. You may take a seat. Open that. Business development analyst. No, this one. This material. In front of you. Don't turn any page. In front. From the front, just keep it in the front. One of the mistakes Africans always make, they get a document, they start flipping the pages. They are too much in a hurry. They don't know how to read. Africans don't know how to read. They get a document, the first thing they do is start flipping the pages. The first thing you do is look at the front cover. You see what I'm saying now? Look at that. Front cover. Now it says business development analyst. That document is important because it has our three main logos. So that means it's coming directly from us. And I'm warning you, don't put our logos in things we don't approve. We take it personal because if you put those three logos, it means we're 100% behind it. So you as staff need to enforce, if you see anybody doing that, you need to immediately contact our company legal and security department. Immediately. Jamil, Joel, enforcement very strict. Because we are spending our resources, mostly intellectual, mostly me, investing my time, which I've just told you, $100 million, you won't be able to hire me. So me, I'm investing my time in building a very strong brand. And I know exactly what I'm doing in building that brand and keeping that brand very strong. And I know the identity I want for that brand. And I know the vision I have for the brand that I'm building. I know the direction it should go. I know it's supposed to outlive me by thousands of years, possibly. So I know what I'm doing about that brand. You can't come and hijack the brand. In Nigeria, one time, some delegation came to me and said, we will need you to support Goodluck Jonathan's second-term interest. I've never done politics, so I don't do those. Only in America I tried to be part of the Obama thing because he was black. I said to those people that came to me, I said, I have no interest in becoming part of Goodluck Jonathan anything. I don't want to participate. This is an incumbent president. This is like 4 years ago. I turned that thing down. So you can't hijack my brand, is what I'm trying to tell you. If a president of Nigeria couldn't get it, you can't. Don't take it and put in something hanging around here. We will come after you very badly. The job title is on the page. So the first thing I've said, the three logos are there, it means we're 100% behind. And the job title is right there. The first material I gave you was an overview. It was, hello, and you were arrogant enough to start demanding details at the point of hello. And then because it's now time for other people to also write in this company, because all the time I'm the one doing all the writing. Then the BDM Bennett, who's also a writer, recently wrote something that changed the way we wrote the kids' ACPA. Bennett and Simon, I think, changed the approach. Instead of my intellectual approach, they just brought something very soft to it. I liked it a lot. So I hijacked that and made that become, I gave them money, obviously, and further appreciation for doing that. But you don't come and do that. They've been working here, doing deal, closing targets, before they now one day said, how about we write it like this, Chairman? I said, oh, that's good. And I thanked them for it and gave them money for it. And that has become ACP, a new brochure, which you will soon get. Very nice. So I decided going forward, the one I wrote by myself, I will write my name as the author so that Bennett and people like that can also shine in the company. So they can do what? So this one means I wrote it by myself. So you can now turn. See, you've got a lot of information from the front cover. You have gotten so much information. I've been talking about front cover for the past, I don't know how long. Okay, open up. In Development Channel, we implement our social enterprise ideas for the betterment of society. Now remember, Development Channel is a social enterprise. A social enterprise is an entity that wants to solve problem. A social enterprise looks for problem. It wants to solve problem. They make money. The first goal of the social enterprise is solving problem. The second is making money. So most companies have what is called bottom line. If you're doing their business, performance, whatever, you have what is called the bottom line. A social enterprise has two bottom lines. One bottom line is, what problem did it solve in society? Second bottom line is, how much money did it make? It has to do two. Business has to do only one. Social enterprise has to do what? So it's harder being a social enterprise than being a normal business. And Development Channel is a social enterprise. And now we tell you a secret we've never told since we came here. This is new information. What is the secret? That social enterprise called Development Channel, go back to the page I'm reading, tries to better societies. We bring our ideas through something we call campaigns. There's somebody campaign. Keep saying that word actually. Mommy, stop! This is embarrassing. So here you go. When we're doing a campaign, like the campaign we have done, which was UPA, which we're still going to finish up right now, somebody will say, oh, this is their business. So they foolishly, they what? I want to hear that word. I want to hear it like you're sitting here. They foolishly judge our company by one campaign. You know why? Because for most of them, that one thing is the only thing they will ever have to offer again. So I understand them and their foolishness. Like I said, they're foolish. Then they judge us now. They now use that to describe development challenge. Okay, it's just one campaign. It's called UPA. People who participated in it will remember, say, I was there in the beginning of UPAP. There was a time in UPAP that this happened. It's just a campaign. It goes forever. I was involved in the Obama 08 campaign. Okay. Am I going to repeat 08 again? No. Obama cannot run for president ever. He's gone. That's how the campaigns here are. We run them. We satisfy what we need. We impact society how we want to impact society. We achieve the financial objective that we have, the two bottom line principle. We apply it on that issue. We get maximum satisfaction of our result. Then we shut down the thing, let it run administratively. We pick up another campaign again, the same process. So campaign after campaign after campaign after campaign, as you're seeing the different campaigns coming, you will be seeing the development of Uganda. You're killing me, my friend. You kill me all the time. I've never seen a person who will keep you in God's presence with his finger on keyboard. I've never seen that before. This guy, he keeps me in the presence of God. Just with his finger. He's a pastor. He came and played for us one night. I gave him 1 million, fell in love with him, hired him, everything. So you participated in UPA. And you didn't participate in the next campaign. You meet somebody who works in development channels. I used to work there. What campaign did you participate in? That's it. Oh, I was part of the people that did UPA. Oh, really? UPA? That was in the beginning. Wow, you were there from the beginning? Even LCPA will die too. It's just a campaign. We'll drive it, register the amount of kids we want, impact society the way we want. It runs administratively. It becomes letter between we and that client and paying and whatever we're doing with the person. But you don't talk about this, it's gone. And we have campaigns coming, my friend. Some campaigns, one campaign will give you the car you have, the house you have, the land you bought, the trip to England for the first time, the second shopping trip to Dubai. One campaign will do that in your life, you. Try all the time to always be in a sober mood. It's very nice. That's why I can be standing here, but I'm not talking to you. You pay attention to what the guy is playing on the keyboard. You reflect over what you're hearing. You look at your life. It's a good time to process things internally as an individual. You must have time for that. Adam Smith, one of the oldest philosophers ever, he said, man, know thyself. So you must spend time. When you're hearing this kind of inspirational message, you must spend time internalizing it. And looking at your life and seeing how you can make adjustments and decisions you can make and what you should do. This is the perfect time to do that. You're going to enjoy these campaigns. You're going to enjoy a lifetime of adventure. Walking here. It's like, let me tell you what walking here really looks like. It's like you were part of Israel when they were in Egypt. Then you were walking with Moses and all those people and walked and walked and walked until you got to the promised land and built the promised land and all that. That's exactly what you're going to see. You can see it through the campaigns. Through the campaigns, we will walk ourselves out of poverty. Like the country, you will see campaign for flats, apartments everywhere. We will start building 1,000 apartments. Don't understand what I'm talking. Okay. You don't know where you are. You don't know who I am. Why are you not listening to what they are telling you? The managers are telling you, you're not listening. We will have campaign for factory. It's now time for factory. We think factory will make a lot of sense. It will reduce job. We want to manufacture this, that in Uganda. We want this, we want that. Trade to cover here. We need to protect this part. Oh. Straight away, we'll pick the town and villages. Straight away, we're building the factories. See, we are called development channel. I think it's only Africans that name something and they don't actually mean that thing they're saying, maybe. Maybe it's an African thing. The name tells you everything. This is the channel for development to come. That's it. This is the channel. When people say development channels, no, there's no S. It's development channel. It's the channel for development to come. It's the only channel. Hallelujah. I can already pick that. That's where he's taking us to, this guy. This guy is something else, man. Hallelujah. His presence is something. The Bible says the mountain skip. You don't understand. The mountain. When Bible refers to mountain, it means something that is difficult, something that is unsurmountable. Maybe you and poverty and whatever you're suffering in your life, that mountain, that thing that is so difficult for you, whatever you think has been your limitation, is called the mountain. The Bible says at his presence, just him, just presence. Not him doing anything, just at his presence. The mountain skip. Now the definition of campaigns right here. Orchestrated. Please pay attention to the word. Remember, I wrote this. It has my name in front. The author, I'm the one explaining. Orchestrated. That word orchestrated means it's already pre-planned. The word is orchestrated. And orchestrated, and I'm telling you what it means. It means it's already been pre-planned. Meaning, you come, you join, you shut up, you follow instruction, you do as you are told. Orchestrated actions designed to affect a specific goal at a time. It's the meaning of the word campaign. Pre-plan by myself, for your information. Let me tell you something. Most of you don't know this. The pastor's here. That's why, see, my biggest disciple followers in life are always pastors. If a pastor gets to know me, listens to me 2-3 times, he becomes an addicted follower of me. That's my life. The most addicted followers I have are pastors. Because they know scripture. So when they see me do something, they go, whoa, he just brings the scripture to life. But you don't know the scripture, so you won't appreciate what I do or even understand it. The best way to understand me is to try and know the Word of God. Best way. If you know it, you will understand me, you will understand Development Channel. In fact, you can contribute. You will understand it while you can be like, okay, this is my contribution. And then we will listen. designed to affect a specific goal at a time. Now, when we're trying to, I've already explained that to you before, we're trying to achieve that specific goal, the myopic, what's the word? I need to hear it. Myopic, dogmatic, what's the word? Retrogressive, government official. Okay, the government official put in these 3 badges. Number 1 badge, myopic. Number 2, dogmatic. Number 3, he is retrogressive. So that's the identity of the government official we have in Uganda for the most part. So we need to help these people, one, become not myopic, but what? Broad-minded, like the Ugandan people are. The people don't look like the Ugandan people. The Ugandan people are progressive and open-minded. Then the people who are leading them are what? They're myopic. You can't be. You need to be open-minded. You can't be dogmatic too. You can't hold on to the same thing all the time. This is how my father did it. So because those people are dogmatic and myopic, they judge us that are nothing like them by one campaign. They assume that to be our identity. So they compare us to network marketing people. They say it is Alliance and Global. What's that? Now we have become, what is their name now? Come on, you know what you'll be talking about. What are they called? Global Alliance. We're Global Alliance. Can you imagine? That should tell you your brain is, the value of your brain. Your brain doesn't have it, there's no value. You'll be taken for slavery. The only value you have are your hands and your leg. Your brain, there's no value. So the payment they'll pay for your life may be $50. If you remotely think Development Channel and something called Global Alliance look anything alike, like you're not okay. The sweet thing about campaigns is that you will feel good solving problems in society. You will derive job satisfaction. Yesterday, our good friend Eleanor, she asked me, she said, do you get tired of me saying thank you? I said, no, I don't. She said, so I can keep telling you thank you. I said, yes. She said, thank you again. I said, yeah, tell me thank you. Why? That's my job satisfaction from what I do. So what I do gives me job satisfaction. You will feel good with those campaigns. Somebody will say, that dividend has helped my child. That money you people paid, my God, it was so necessary at the time it came. You don't know what I'm going through in my family. That money from Development Channel, that money doesn't look like a lot, but I'm telling you, that day it was said to me, that money solved a big problem in my family. You will hear that testimony here. And you will feel, those that did you part will feel, so good with yourself. You will feel, watch the day is coming. They will send you that message. They will say, thank you for rolling me into that thing. The thing happened in November, in January, in December. You even quarreled with the customer. That thing has gone. Watch the testimony. That's why you see me always dancing to that song, Testimony in the Morning, Testimony. I'm expectant of a lot of testimonies. Who is going to compete in each of these campaigns? Who is going to compete? They bring the campaign, you focus on it, you drive it. Huh? Your hand needs to get up, my friend. We don't do that here. You lift your hand properly. Are you no learners? You keep your hand. Until I shouldn't be explaining. This is the culture here. It's our culture. We have culture. Our culture is to study, always make sure that you're mentally ready through some physical discipline. I will work with Ugandan army very soon. They'll be coming and drilling you people. I'm not joking. Look at you. Once I have money, enough money to pay those soldiers, I'm going to do that straight away. It's just money holding us. It's part of my plan. They will come drilling. Hey, stand straight, look, development channel staff. You must be drilled by Ugandan army. Are you joking? Jesus said only the violent take it by force. Think I want to work with a bunch of losers? Keep your hand up. Who is driving these campaigns? This lifting of hand is a solemn vow too. So take it seriously when you lift it. It's a vow of if I perish, I perish. That if I perish, I always say it, but I didn't invent it. It was said by a woman called Esther. She believed in a mission. They said, but this mission you want to go, you might die. A woman said, if I perish, I perish. I just happened to be the one that says it at the time. I didn't say it initially. It was said by a woman. You must come to that point in your life where you're like, I'm going to fight this battle. If I perish, I perish. Hands down. Here are the next 7 campaigns. I decided to give you 7, so you see how busy. We tell you we have 25 companies. You think we're joking? 7 campaigns. Watch one. UPAP is the one we're about to kill. All of you are joining UPAP for your information. Everybody here will drive the UPAP the way we wanted to drive it before the CMA people came with a lot of trouble over nothing. Over nothing. Somebody buys a tablet and will get dividend from economic war. Why is that a problem to you? Why? So now that our enabling environment situation has put those people in check, we will do the UPAP properly. All this noise you're hearing, UPAP is not up to 10,000. All the noise in the whole of Uganda, 42 million people. UPAP is not near, it's just, we're looking at 10,000. That's a shame. If somebody hears that testimony tomorrow, they'll say they began in Uganda, okay? And they offered free receiving of up to $100 if you are the initial buyer. See, we tend to take our phone and put in the hand of every African, I guarantee you we're going to accomplish it. Guarantee. You will see now how we're going to accomplish it actually. Now we say the first people who bought from us, our first customers, because we began here again in Kampala, like the whole thing kicked off from Kampala. That's obvious. Forget about my history, all those things. Here is where the empire, the thing rose from. Museveni's wonderful, enabling, wonderful environment of freedom and security. Then Development Channel found root in that and germinated. So it began here. So the initial buyers of the tablet here were saying to them, we're going to sell our phones. Not tablet. What? If you're competing with tablets, you're not in the business yet. Africans don't buy tablets. Africans don't what? No, they don't. It's not that thing. Tablet is a white man who likes to read. Tablet is like people that like to read. It's a very academic tool. It's computer, actually. Literally, it's computer in your hand. Africans are not that, they're not that IT. They don't want to read on. They don't even read the one in the hard copy. But phone, Africans use phone. That one is a necessity. So once we get into the business of phone, the war has started. The war has not started. We're preparing. We're still training you. We're still setting up the call center. We're still adding computers and putting headsets. So in our setup process, we're using tablets. So the truth is, the enemy doesn't really see us coming. I shouldn't have to tell you everything in public, motherfucker. He has no idea we're showing up. No idea. The first time we show up, we sell 1 million phones. Huh? The first time we show up. What? The first time we show up, we just show up. We just show up. We've sold 1 million phones. Today, we just showed up. That's the kind of war I lead. Then those people that bought the initial tablet, we come back to them with the proceeds from the phone selling and say what? Thank you for your support. That's it. Why is that so difficult to comprehend? Let me tell you, if we sell 1 million phones a week, which we should, which we will, which we must, we can put $50 million every week in a development project in Uganda. Every week we can do what? In what? Every week we can afford to, not government style, private sector style of investment, spraying $50 million. You see housing, laborers going to work, cement production, people supplying water, mechanics getting up, people plumber, electrician. People are like, wow, there's work to do, there's money to make. Who wants to fight this war? We must sell 1 million phones a week. And that will be very poor, actually. Because the TRS and the TRS-2 guarantees us 500 million phones. Guarantee, I said. It guarantees us, guarantee that we will sell 500 million. Those two innovations of mine guarantee 500 million phones in Africa sold. But our target as a company is not 500 million, it's 300 million phones. We're going to have the exact population of America using our phone in Africa. American population, the whole of it, will be equal to the people that use our phone in Africa. That's 300 million and above, about 320, 330 million. Phones. And TRS and TRS-2, those two applications inside the mobile devices guarantee us 500 million users. So the question is, how quickly do you want to collect the 500 million? If you do it once a week, it takes you what? 52 times, takes you almost 10 years. Put your hands down. 10 years is too long. To sell 300 million phones. Ah, no, my friend, too long. Why should I have to wait for 10 years for that? That means we're going to sell more than 1 million phones a week, is what I'm trying to tell you. And those people that bought those tablets forever will say thank you. Because as long as there are human beings in Africa, our phones will be used. The only way we're out of business is Africa is gone. There's no human being here. And as long as there are human beings here, our phones will be used. And as long as our phones are used and replaced every year or every 2 years, revenue is flowing guaranteed from that market on the issue of phone. Those people who did UPAP, Lucky is their name. What's their name? That's how it is. So, campaign 1. After UPAP is the first campaign. UPAP sets up our structure. So that you're going to participate in UPAP should make you very happy. You can say, I played a foundational role. Before any campaign is UPAP. It's a privilege for you to be part of it. But UPAP only has 2 weeks to finally die. Because I believe that with you, in 2 weeks, we will get the number we actually wanted for UPAP. Because you are many now, so you can help us close the deals. We can get the actual number of UPAP that we wanted. We have a number that we want. It will solve all our problems, clear, open the branch, do everything we want, and we can still support those people like we said. There's a limited number. Once we hit that number, it's over. Because if we take more than that, we can't support those people, then we lie, then they're not benefiting, and you can't do that. But after that, first campaign, the African Child Poverty Alleviator, then the caregiver. All the campaigns are in triangular shapes, meaning they come 3 programs at a time. UPAP is the only one that came alone. Maybe with the UPAP for kids, yeah. UPAP. Everything after that, you can go all the way down. There's 3 programs. So the first program coming, the African Child Poverty Alleviator, the caregiver, then the One Company. The One Company is an app, news app, news. That news app, we want people in Uganda, first of all, to download it, to say, yeah, send me news. So what does that mean? It means we're going to preach the gospel of the One Company. This One Company will change Uganda. That's a gospel like that. We have it. It's a material. We said it, so it's something we have preached before, and we're still preaching. That this One Company will change Uganda. It's one of our gospel. Now, so we preach that to you, and you say, well, I don't believe that. They say, well, would you like to be getting some information? You say, okay. So you click. You don't pay us any money. You just say, okay, send me that app. Are you following what I'm saying? There's the person who buys the UPAP guaranteed to get the information. The person who doesn't want to buy anything you're selling, but who goes, you send me free information, I want to follow this story up. That's who gets the app. No pay, nothing. It's a campaign we're doing here too. So there are 3 campaigns. After those 3 campaigns, we have our targets for each of the 3 things there. With me, if you don't deliver that campaign, I will never move to another one. Never. So somebody say never. No, tell somebody never. Tell another person never. It's not going to happen. Me? No. My friend, you must pass primary 1 with excellent color to go here. It's only Africans. He say, Chairman, let's do this one. This one will be a good program now. Let's do this one. This one it will really sell. Nothing like that. Campaign 1, we finish. We go to where? That's it. So we move to the next campaign, which is the TRS and the TRS. And this campaign sells the phone. Hello? Campaign 2 does what? That's where he sells the phone. Those 3 things will sell the phone up to 300 million easy. Then we go to campaign 3. Agriculture, that's when we hit agriculture hard. I have a special gift for the president by then, because he has a creative vision which is not my idea. It's his idea. But the problem is that he's government. He cannot execute his idea. So I'm going to take the idea from him, then I'm going to execute it by myself in private sector, and hopefully we'll give him some returns from it, because it's his idea. His idea is something the president refers to as the value addition theory. This is Museveni, not me. Museveni, I'm now telling you what he is thinking, his idea. Then his value addition theory is a Ugandan coffee. If you can add value, meaning produce it here, and not send the raw one overseas, which they will buy for $2, then they will now add value there, send it back to Uganda, then you pay $14 for the same thing that you actually got from here. So Museveni thinks that's ridiculously stupid, that he wishes Uganda can set up to add value here and then send it with the value, not send something that has no value. I'm going to ask you a very simple, honest question. Forget about any drama or politics. How intelligent is your president? No, what based on what I just said to you now, how intelligent is your president? So he can't do it. So we, private sector, when we get to that campaign, we will produce Ugandan coffee made here, processed, label, brand, logo, everything. Then we will ship it. Yeah. And then Museveni will now see that's his dream for Uganda. He will see it as an elder statesman who fought for your freedom. He can now have something he can be happy about. Like, wow, I got this one. Oh, wow, oh, wow. So the coffee thing, the president's idea, we will execute it when we get here to campaign 3. In that campaign too, there will be issues of, listen, let me tell all of you something. As an analyst in campaign 3, you'll be selling franchise, negotiating interest rates. People in developed world, mostly Africans and diaspora, trying to buy franchise of a food chain that we're setting up in Africa. Then they'll be doing loan like $20,000, $30,000, then their bank will finance. You'll be here in Bukoto doing that transaction. And that person in diaspora buying that franchise, $25,000 paid, 10 people, $250,000 paid in one day. You just walked away from Bukoto office with a bonus of $40,000 that day. That's a campaign, it's coming. What I always guarantee people that work with me is 2 things will never happen in your life. You will never look for a job. You will never want to start a business. You will never want to start a business. You'll be like, I'm fine. What am I starting a business for? And you will never look for a job. We don't limit you here. We don't say your salary is 1 million. That's it. That's all you deserve. 1 million. No. We give you opportunity for you to earn anything you want. You feel like $40,000? We're going to give you a program. You work hard on the phone, you talk, you analyze. You make $40,000. Why not? Americans are making it in bonuses and commissions in Wall Street every day. Some top earners in the kind of thing we're trying to build here. Wall Street negotiation, money, talking everywhere, over the phone, business. That's what we're trying to build. People that have that or work in that area in America, some people make $1 million in bonus. Ask those 17 ladies in November. I told them, I said, we will get to the point where this UPAP, you will be giving them money from your pocket. You will see somebody say, you did UPAP, right? I remember. You helped me meet my target then. Here is $2,000. Take. Who is going to fight this war with everything that they have inside of them? No room for any kind of distraction. No stupid talking and meddling of nonsense. Focus. My friend, you're going to be in history. It's Africa's first economic war. Africa has never fought economic war before. You're fighting it. You're going to be in history. Your great-great-grandchildren will grow up knowing that because my grandfather fought in that thing, that's how we got this place in Uganda, and that's how this community became ours, and we built this. And you're going to be history for your generation. You. Campaign 4, you can see Lechi, Flo. Campaign 5, we'll explain all these things when we get there. But for now, you can see the logos. The companies are all online. If you have time, go and read. If you're not closing deal, you should be reading. Once you're not closing deal, be on our website, be reading. Read there. I wrote everything there. Read. Catch up with knowledge. Catch up. Click each website, read each company, prepare yourself for the vision of the company. See what all those companies do. They're not just trying to make money, they're trying to solve serious problems in Africa. So you need to, when you look at the campaign, you're like, oh, I know that company, I read about it, Sister Chi. Wow, yes. These things need to make meaning to you when you now look at the campaigns. And it's easy by you going on the website of Development Channel, your company, and click and read all those things. Why you're also closing deal? Because the mistake all of you make, you now start running off with deal, and you don't read. No, you have time for both. Campaign 5, let me show you one of my sweetest campaigns. The one I can't wait for. It's called Forgotten Places. If you read through our website, everybody falls in love with that one. Africa is the only country that has places that are forgotten. Forgotten by government, forgotten by people, forgotten completely. So I created a game, again, innovation. So I innovated a game that people can play all over. People that love playing games, PlayStation, blah, blah, blah. All those white people, really, Asians, they have made money, so they like to play games. So I created this game that they can play. And as they're playing that game, they're picking a community in Africa and they're developing or helping the African community fight invaders. It's just a game. But then if you score high in the game, we literally build the community and name it after you, or name road after you there, or name hospital after you there. Like, we take the game that you just played and we brought it to reality through development. That's going to attract over 50 million game players globally, I guarantee you that. And billions of dollars to put inside of this kind of communities in Africa. I can't wait for that one, because when you do 1,000 communities, imagine, where about 200 communities in Uganda in 1 week got engineers landing, arriving there, coming and setting up hospital, and they just saw, in a week, they saw 200 communities were visited by project managers, and they had started doing the project. And the funding from that is coming through a game people are playing online. So it's sustainable development. Okay, who now understands why you couldn't hire me for 100 million? Let me see your hand. Who understands it wasn't a ghost? Who can understand that? Oh yeah, I can see why 100 million, no, you can't hire him for that. Hands down, motherfucker. If you think that is a smart idea, come here, let me show you something. Campaign number 3. Campaign number 3 will make Development Channel worth $1 trillion. Campaign number 3 will make Development Channel's value be $1 trillion US. Then you see that even though we're worth $1 trillion from campaign number 3, when I'm dealing with the forgotten places, I'm not even using that $1 trillion. The Supporting Places program is self-sustained by itself. That's the power of the private sector, fiscal conservatism. Because the campaign number 3 of the $1 trillion is 2 steps before campaign number 5 of Forgotten Places. So you already have the $1 trillion. Yet we say no, we're not going to use that. This thing has to be self-sufficient. It has to be independent entity, something that runs by itself. It's an important issue in Africa, the issue of forgotten places. So we cannot have it depend on anything else because that thing could crumble. These campaigns will make you a happy person. These campaigns will make you a happy person. Forget about your personal money. You're going to make money. That one is, it will be stupid to still be hearing you're going to make money in development. You're going to make a lot of money. Forget about the money. You will be a happy person. Like happy. You just see yourself happy because of what you're doing in society. Campaign number 7 also is of interest to mention today. Campaign number 7 is the actual issue of redirect. It's how we actually end the redirect conversation. Because I won't keep talking about redirect. Redirect will end at some point, my friend. With me, I don't talk about anything for forever. Not impossible. Redirect, we should have a system that runs it. And that's what campaign number 7 is. So we don't keep talking about it. It starts running permanently. What is that system? We're going to set up an online mall for all made in Africa products. Not just developed by Development Channel, but by any African entrepreneur. We're also going to fund African entrepreneurs to manufacture in Africa. And then we're going to have all those people sell African products on a redirect platform. But you look at how humble we are. Before we do it, is the last campaign. You will know we're doing you a favor when we do that. And then that will be the end of redirect. Because redirect is just one part of the thing. The thing has a 2-part mission. First is to redirect The second one is to increase what's coming in. That's a tougher one. That's manufacturing, actually. That's you now selling a lot overseas. The first game is buy local. Made in Uganda, buy it. For us to tell people to buy it, we have to be efficient private sector. Somebody shouldn't say, made in Uganda, God forbid. But the platform to let everybody else come in, not just Development Channel and Charles Lambert, other people, other entrepreneurs, will be here on this 7th campaign. On the 7th campaign, too, we will start our relationship with African governments. African what? I didn't hear. With plural. Plural. We start talking to all of them. We have a company for that, Nobena. Named after this strong man here. Stand up, motherfucker. This is the head of Development Channel Nigeria. He has held that flag for 7 years. When I was gone for 3.5 years, he still held the flag. When I arrived here, he came here and met me, still holding that flag for 7 years. Strong man, strong man. Man, not. And this company is named after him. That company is where we provide government services. That's why it says easy governance. We help African governments to admit to set up their thing properly. So that governance can be easy. We apply that private sector efficiency in government. We'll be talking to them, all of them across Africa. But you see, we're not arrogant. We won't talk to them now. That's arrogant. Who are you? We will prove ourselves. You see how, our campaigns take a very gradual growth. Let me show you. Go back to the beginning. Campaign 1. We just finished UPA before we got into this. That's what it means. So you look at things that look like UPA inside here. Like what? African Child Poverty Alleviator is something as UPA. So you're not too far away from the same message, really. You're still around that same message. One company, Glory of Uganda, you need that. You need Ugandan support, 100% of this country has to be behind Development Channel, even if it's just in prayer. It's not all about money, my friend. It's mostly about goodwill. So we must get the goodwill of the whole country. Very important campaign that we do. That's what we call the One Company campaign. These are primary things. Americans have companies that are their company, their identity. Like McDonald's. An American cannot travel to UK if there's no McDonald's there. The first thing an American does is, I want to go to, let's say, an American kid who is 17. I've never traveled out of America. I want to go to Switzerland. Mom, do they have McDonald's? They don't separate from their corporate brand. So we need to give Uganda a corporate brand that it can present and say, this is my own corporate brand. It's called Development Channel. The same way an American is proud of Coke, very proud of Coke. Huh? He's proud of Coke, he's proud of McDonald's. So that's intro. Then we go from there, watch, to the second campaign, which is teachers. Now look, you just dealt with child caregivers here. UPAP, you dealt with single mothers in UPAP. So you have an idea of how to work with single mothers. So now you can apply that to working with caregivers. Then from caregivers, you see, we go to where you're working with teachers and students in the second. So the growth is natural. And that's the price I pay as the leader to plan all of this. And that's why nobody bothers me. Nobody sends me messages. Nobody calls me on the phone. Nobody does that in this company. Nobody says, I want to see chairman. Nobody. They just leave me alone to do things like this. Then from that company, we go to the OBF, Sisuchi, and all of that. Those are heavier things, heavier money. Now you're talking agriculture, franchise, oil and gas. You are now talking serious business. Even here, campaign 2, now you will learn serious business, stocks, shares, teachers trading stocks and shares. You will learn it. You will know the value of Facebook share very soon. In fact, you will know the value every day. When it goes down, when it goes up, you will know. You will start trading globally. You will start following what's happening in NASDAQ. You. I like what campaign 3 would do to campaign 4. My goodness. $1 trillion and then you're offering a credit card. Africa has no credit card. There's none. African economy is not integrated. We're going to integrate it with one product. Look at it here. It's called Flow. This one product will make you're in Uganda, you want a loan from somebody in Nigeria. You will be able to get the loan from the person in Nigeria. The person will have no fear to give you the loan, no fear. When you can have a system that does that, then you have united the economy of the African continent. And once you're able to do that, the potential is limitless. That card does it. The Flow card. It does many things. That's just one clear example. People can get credit, real one. Can go and take a car. There's documentation of where you work, where you live, everything is there. Fingerprints already there. I mean, credit system, your responsibility history is there. So they'll give you the car. It's okay, you drive. And you will see how this society will look like America in front of you. You will see what we'll do. You'll be here in Uganda. We'll be flipping it from internally. We'll be changing it from... We're not anarchists. I always say this to people. We don't come somewhere and then all of a sudden now we don't cause anarchy. We change society from inside. Very quietly. That's why I don't like noise, gathering people, disturbing people. No. I don't care for 20,000 people. Behave well. Go quietly to your homes. No chaos, no drama, no nothing. Who is going to fight this economic war? My friend, we won't gather you if we didn't have a good plan. We're not. God will punish me, punish you. God will punish me like punish proper. If I will gather all of you here and I don't know what I'm doing. Put your hands down. I'm going to round up here. Page number 6. regardless of the campaign. What's the word? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Regardless. It doesn't matter what the campaign is. Nigerians have a saying, soldier come, soldier go, barrack remain. They have a saying, what? Soldier come, soldier go, barrack remain. The barracks, which is where the military stay, the military base, Nigeria say soldiers will come there and do what? And go. Soldiers posted, soldiers trained, soldiers that came new in apartment, new at whatever they transferred from here. Soldiers will come, soldiers will what? The barrack. So say soldier come, soldier go, barrack waiting. Now, campaign come, campaign go. The structure of the execution of the campaign remains the same. Who thinks I'm a genius? Who thinks I'm a genius? Who thinks? Who thinks that? They didn't hear the question, right? I know. Put your hands down. No matter the campaign, you do the same thing. How easy does that make your job? I can't hear you. How easy does that make your job? It makes your job extremely easy. You become the barrack. You become what? You become the barrack. The campaign becomes a soldier. So the campaign comes, the campaign goes, another campaign comes, another campaign goes. You, barrack, you're where? You're still there. So how do you become the barrack? It's by making sure you master these 7 things. If you master these 7 things, Development Channel will value you. You will become barrack. The way government spends money maintaining the barracks. That's how we'll be spending money maintaining you, because you're a barrack to us. Who wants to be a barrack? Who wants to be a barrack to this company? Who wants to be a barrack? It's the same question as who wants to win the war, my friend. Hands down. For you to become a barrack, that means for you to have value to us, learn these 7 things. Number 1. I want to hear. Number 1, it says what? I can't hear you. Listen, from this moment, I want to hear your voice more than mine. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. The same thing you have to do. Every single time. So you master this thing, and the job of business development analyst done. If we're doing a campaign that involves Africans in diaspora, we're going to do a campaign like that. It will involve Africans in diaspora. You'll be calling America, calling UK, calling Germany from Bukoto. The same way you'll be calling the caregiver. Is how you'll now be calling people in America. This, regardless of the campaign. Shift readiness. Leads. Icebreaker. Sow videos and mails. Germinate Read the right platform, follow up. Let's go through what they mean. Understanding the 7 process. Number 1, shift readiness. I'll just read 1 or 2 sentences. You need to go and chew it on your own. You must know the time of your shift. It's not this one we have training by 10, people come by 12:30. Some of you don't work here yet, I know that. Some come to listen. Somebody say, come and listen. We're going to start doing recruitment for Mitiri House. I've already announced that. So when we have people that are our staff, we know they're documented all the way from Mitiri House. From Mitiri House, they are now posted to Bukoto through their DGMs. So if you think I'm going to run this kind of company, you invite your friend, you're joking. We're only doing those things because we're still getting ready. We're preparing, we're trying to set up. We're only 6 months old or 7 months or whatever happened. So we're too new. But I'm telling you what it will look like going forward. To get this job, you will come to Mitiri House and meet a professional that will interview you. If you already escaped and you have joined the company, you better hold it tight. Because that's what will happen. We will get the whole 5,000 people processed through Mitiri House. Right now, we're renovating Mitiri House. We're putting partition the way the topmost floor is. We're making sure 3 floors are the same way. Then the last floor, the studio comes in. The video show starts to come in. We're very, very ahead of the plan, actually. Too ahead. I must appreciate the actors and the actresses that Matthew brought on board. Very professional. My God. I've been holding back this statement for a very long. I've held it back a little bit too long, I think. They've deserved my praise, but I've held it back. I said, let me watch. Very professional. I've never seen people here in Uganda as professional as those actors and actresses. I've never seen anybody. The musicians are a joke. They came, sign the money, took, and they say they joke. They are typical African, those ones. The people are something else. They're on point. Yesterday I told them, no, and I said, no, don't bring anybody and try and turn them to actor. That's an insult, undermining you people's ability. Let only the actors shoot the videos. If you want more actors, bring people from America. We will pay them. Desmond Elliott will come here. He's my boy. He will come here and act with them. All those Jumbo, all those Nigerians, they're all my people. If you say chairman, they bow 10 times. I will bring them here to come and act with them. These people are too solid. Well-behaved, respectful, on time, just wonderful character. I've never seen people like these Ugandan actors and actresses. If the society looked anything like them, the most important time of your life is when you have to be at your shift. That's what I want you to do. That's the meaning of shift readiness. The most important time of your life is when you have to be there. That's the mentality of a soldier. That's why I told you they have to come and drill you from the army. So you understand that. A professional's most important time of your life is that time you have to be at development at the shift in your whole life. How do I know that? Jesus met a man. He said, come and do work. The guy said, no, I want to go and bury my father. Jesus said, leave your father alone. Let the dead bury him. Come here. The work more important than who? Than burying his father. This is what the Lord said. I didn't say it. his standard, my friend, is not Charles Lambert that said that your work is more important than burying your father. No, I didn't say it. The Lord said. And for you to be shift ready, you have to be conversant with the campaign you're running. It's right here. Read these things when you go home. We spent millions printing them for free for you. Please just don't go and dump them somewhere and be asking the BDM. So what's the next thing? When it's right here inside this paper. Africans, you people have worn me out. The leads are the most important tools during your shift. Your shift is you in front of that cubicle, computer in your face. We will change all those computers with time. Brand new to say no dropout. Manufactured here. And it won't be December. Your computers will all change to brand new one we made. You're in front of that shift. Your most important tool while you're seated there is leads. Winnie, you need to get extreme with being tough. They complain about you that you're tough, you're harsh. I said, become extreme. Somebody sitting down in a shift. You come to the person, why are you not on the phone? You say, I don't have a lead. So why are you sitting here? You're supposed to have the most important tool before you sit. Fire the person. They complain you're tough, become extreme. It's right here, my friend. You better read it now. You're younger than me, yet you can't read. It's right here. You claim you went to school. Read. It's here. Read. It's the most important tool. Don't sit on that shift without it. It tells you the two sources to get leads. The company will be heavily on social media. It's our advertising channel. It's where we find the people we're interested in talking to. Why? We're progressive. We're ICT. We're technology. We don't want to talk on some local radio. We hire people through social media who will now go and talk to those people who are in the local villages face to face. We talk to the people through social media. We advertise on social media. Why? We are a new generation company. We are 21st century brand. So we don't communicate really in Bukede. We're not interested in talking about that. Why is that? Because now we're selling smartphone. Then we'll be selling tablets. We're selling tablets. We're selling smartphone. We're selling apps. Usage of apps. Come on, man. We're talking technology here. We can't be talking manual at the same time. So we're heavy on social media. We'll even get heavier. I've increased their budget yesterday. Carol will deliver them the news tomorrow. You get leads from social media, then you get leads from people who are talking to people on the street. And through social media and people talking to people on the street, we're going to reach every single individual in the whole of Africa. Whether they like it, huh? They don't understand. Whether, we're going to do what? The whole of every individual we're going to get to you, we're going to knock on your door one day. Read that thing about leads. Only 7 things, my friend. Read this thing, underline what you don't understand. Ask the BDM. BDM doesn't give you a good answer. Go straight to a DGM or get somebody to answer you whatever you don't understand here. If they hear it from you and they feel they don't know of an answer, they reach me in 2 seconds, I guarantee you that. WhatsApp message and I'll reply. Read! Number 3, icebreaker. So now you're shift ready, you're seated there, your headset is on your head. The platform is, you see, I even mentioned that, learn how to use the platform, create, delete, create another account, see how it works. You don't understand? Get very comfortable with the platform. Your whole business is done online, platform. Get comfortable with it. If your phone is not a smartphone, do everything you can to get a tablet from the company. Everything, meaning meet target. Push yourself. Get a tablet from the company. Because we will give it to you. Our investment is still ongoing. In the past 2 weeks, from the first time I spoke to you at Freedom City, we've advanced investments in Bukoto. So we have finished, I think, all the desktops done. They're now doing the headsets. I think the wireless receivers. I mean, we're practically almost over with the basic infrastructure of that call center to work, including even the call center software solution. That's incredible, my friend, what we do here. It's incredible. Like what? All of that is working. In 2 weeks from the last time I spoke to you. Icebreaker. It's just the part where on the phone, you break the ice with the customer. It is the most important part. Your shift ready, you have leads. Remember, go to the front cover, go to the front cover. You see that lady there? Go there. You see the lady there? You see the guy there? That's exactly you. When they were designing this, they designed something else. I said, no. Put picture of call center people in front of the thing. So I can communicate to you what I want you to see. This is you here, doing these campaigns. You're not going around on the street. This is you, how you're doing it. This is you. So that you is shift ready. The headset is on your head. The computer is in front of you. The platform is right in front of you. The script for that campaign is on the system. The leads are sent electronically to you while you're on your desk. You can log in, get the leads, click on the number, it starts ringing. Hello, yeah, you start talking. Who is very impressed with this job? And we have created 5,000 spaces, hands down. Look at this ice-breaking thing. Some rules. Clear your vocal cords. Like, do clear it when you get to your shift. Make sure there's nothing, no flu. Hey, why are you? I have flu. You can't do that. You're a professional. Once you sit on that thing, you're a robot. I have bad news, very bad news, very bad for all of you. And I don't give bad news, but I'll give it to you right now. The whole world, white people, are advancing the world to artificial intelligence technology, where this kind of call center job will be given to robots, not human beings. That's what the world is doing now. It's called artificial intelligence. They're saying me training you, talking, teaching, telling you discipline, that I'm wasting time. It's better to create robots, put them in the call center, they call that call and close you that deal. That's what the world is doing now. That the need for you as a human resource is a waste of time. Why? Because of Charles Lambert. Look at how he's sweating, trying to teach them how to behave. And it's going. It's being promoted by Western governments, artificial intelligence. And the robots they are creating, my God, shocking. They will talk back to you, they will do all kinds of things, they will play football with you. Let me tell you something. Where the world is going, if you're not developed inside, they'll be using you for experiments. If your content on the inside does not rise, let's see what it looks like if we burn 1,000 people together. What happens with that? If we can burn 1,000 people in a thing, let's burn 1,000 people. What would that look like? Okay, let's go get 1,000 people from Africa. Let's see. They will turn you to, I guarantee you what I'm telling you now. The world is evolving away from depending on human resource. So the human resource that will be of value to the world has to be quality human resource. My friend, be a professional. Play your vocal cords. Look at that. Be very pleasant. I don't have to teach you that one if you're Ugandan. I can't teach you be pleasant. Pleasant is Ugandan spirit. If you're not a pleasant person, get out of here. You're not Ugandan. We don't want you in development channel. Ugandan spirit is pleasant. So you must be pleasant. You must be personable. That's all Ugandan spirit. That one, Uganda has 100% in that. If you don't have it, you shouldn't be here. Be kind, Ugandan. Be warm, Ugandan. Be polite, Ugandan. That one is easy because it's the Ugandan spirit. And if you don't have it, then you're a mistake. We don't know where you came from. So as long as you can apply the Ugandan spirit on your initial call on the phone, which is the ice-breaking call, you're bound to win. But the part you must add is be slow with your words. Speak slowly, clearly, be very clear. You're on the phone. I will send many videos your way. Wall Street type of videos, people closing deal on the phone videos. You'll be leaving your shift, you go and watch videos. I will bring this thing to life, don't worry. Icebreaker, perfect this part. Perfect it. My name is Charles Lambert. I'm calling from Development Channel Customer Care Center in Kampala, Uganda. This is how you must talk. If not, they'll say you're fraud. Who are you? Why are you calling me? You know, Africans like to pass that information around. You will get a call, don't answer. That number will end with 76. You see 66 people, they want to initiate you. What is society? Now, with that kind of information, with that kind of mentality, you can't call someone on the phone and not be explicit. So you have to be very explicit. My name is Charles Lambert. I'm calling from Development Channel Customer Care Center in Kampala, Uganda. Boom. Not because somebody, hello, hello, are you hearing me? Hello. Hello. Wanji, Wanji. They will immediately call you fraud. Then the next thing I will start hearing, Chairman, the analysts are saying that on the phone, they can't really get these clients. They need to go and meet them in the field. You now want to bring a new plan to destroy what we're doing. The same introduction. I've been referred to you by, you must keep the name of who referred. Don't be careless with business conversation, my friend. Because the person will say, who gave you my number? So you say who you are, what company you're calling from, your exact location. Right now, don't wait for the customer to ask you, who are you? Where are you calling from? What? They lose interest right away. And that's why we have supervisors. They will listen to every call you make. They will assess, all calls are recorded. Then we assess the quality of your calling. Then we check your call and your work ethic in relation to your productivity. Then we find out why you're calling, what is the problem? Why are you not closing deals? If this is the best organized company you've seen in your life, let me see your hand. Hands down. Now, that tells you something because just 2 weeks ago you were questioning what we were doing. We hired you and you were arrogant enough to say, what about this? What about that? What about that? When all I told you was, wait, motherfucker. Now, you see, the call continues. I've been referred to you by, be very specific. If somebody referred, which name? If possible, what is the relationship between the person that referred and that? By your friend, by your cousin, by your teacher, by your classmate. Then they go, oh, okay. Let me tell all of you something. When America had the Twin Towers crisis, meaning Osama bin Laden and his guys took the plane and popped into those two buildings. That's the biggest attack on American anything. The twin buildings in America, the Twin Towers is what they are called. The Twin Towers represents the whole American economy. It is a symbol of American economy, it's the Twin Towers. It's in New York. It's where all the Wall Street trading, business, shares, stocks, billions, dollars, commodity, gold, that's where that is negotiated over the phone. Negotiated how? I can't hear you. Negotiated how? Negotiated how? The Twin Towers in America. So Bin Laden left everything in America and said, for me to get to them, this is the only place I should hit. Papa, he hit the Twin Towers. Of course, America said, oh, who are you? They mourn their dead. They set up some other place where people can be doing the same work. Then they rebuked back the Twin Towers. Then the Asian tiger, Singapore, Malaysia, they said, oh, we are rising. We are now the new people. We are the economy to reckon with. The world said, who are you? And they were rising, Singapore, Malaysia. They built the Twin Towers also in Singapore, saying our own economy too has arrived. So the Twin Towers, for the first time, is no longer just in America, it's also now in Singapore. So we come here, and I'm not arrogant, so I call that thing the Twin Pillars, because it's still baby, it's not a tower. Those towers are 27-story, 30-something story tall. So we call it the baby one, which is what? The Twin Pillars. And then we're going to start this walk there, and you know, it will end up becoming what? The Twin Towers here in Kampala. And once you build the Twin Towers in Kampala, you tell the whole world, Uganda also has arrived. Now look at that. The general rule is that you must sound very professional. The reason why I mentioned the story about the Twin Towers is because when those people died in America, people in the UK started crying. UK professionals, not UK citizens. And of course, the rest of the UK where people were like sad, people died in America. But the people that were crying, the people that were crying in the UK also work in the UK version of the Wall Street. They do business with those people over the phone over the past 10 years. They've never met them before. But they're used to talking to those people over the phone. People in Hong Kong talk to them over the phone. People in different places talk to those people in those Twin Towers over the phone on a daily basis, doing major transactions. So when that thing hit, those people lost good friends to them. But the truth is, they've never met those people. Where is the job done? Where is the job done? I can't hear you. Over the phone. That's why, apart from my women empowerment ideology, because I believe women first should be empowered, especially in Africa. Apart from that ideology, which is very strong in this company, but apart from it, this job is a woman's job. In Africa, in the UK, I've done this job before. I've done it. And when I did it, I was the only black man in the room. They don't give the job to Africans in the UK. They don't give it to them. To be on the phone and persuade somebody. Never. That's white people's job. They love doing that. They'll become your friend. A white person will keep you on the phone and sell you anything. Anything. On the phone. You have to learn how to do that. Why? That's where the real money is. The real one. There's money, then there's real money. That one of being on the phone in Bukoto call center and doing this campaign. You will have personal projects you funded from your pocket in your community, and MPs came to witness the thing. Not chairman did, your own project from this job, from your pocket. But you must develop the skill of talking on the phone. And we're going to help you. But you have to master these 7 things first. How to be clear, how to communicate effectively. And you see somebody in Nigeria doing business with you here, you've never met. Working as your TRS or as agent or as whatever, you've never met them. Now look at that. He says, I would like to help you have a better understanding of how you can get free child support. You must be very specific when you're calling on the iceberg. You must say what that call is about. You can't tell somebody, hey, we're calling for development channel, we're here to help you. We're going to help the whole of Uganda. What a full stupid, what is that? Very specific. We're calling. I would like to help you have a better understanding of how you can get free child support of $30 a month. And then you say it in Ugandan shillings so they get the point. 100,000 every month for your child. Until the child is 21 years. Wow. You just said your name, the company, your location, where you got their number from, and what you're calling about. You can never lose that person's audience. Don't follow this principle, you will lose. They won't even pay, they will hang up on you. And you're very lazy. And I know you will not follow the principle. And that's why your calls are going to be recorded. Because you want shortcut in making the call. You want to just call them on the phone and take their money just like that. Without paying the price for that money you want to take. The way to end an ice-breaking call is the client must be very anticipating of the videos you're going to send. Because he ends by saying, I would like to send you a no obligation information. After the ice-breaking call, we send mail from Bukoto. Like we send letter-headed mail with the person's name and address. We send that physically. We have bought 2 machines there. We are preparing for all of this. When you finish the call, the name goes into the system. We send letter, no cost to the client. We send to their door. Letter explaining what you called on the phone with accompanying materials, all wrapped up, delivered by courier to their door. With the letter, we send videos, which is why the actors and actresses are most helpful people right now. The videos are watering down the thing, makes life very easy to understand, so you don't talk too much. So that's why after the icebreaker, look, you saw, look at now, Dennis, you corrected this in the beginning, you made the same mistake here. What the hell is Dennis? Where's Dennis? Kneel down there, motherfucker. The word is so, and I told him to correct it here. Turn here, you see what I mean? Turn to where the diagram is. Go back to the diagram. You will see where he says so. This is where I first saw him. He went and wrote show. And I corrected him here, and he should have known to go and correct it on the other side. Because he's the one that changed it from so to show, thinking I didn't know what the hell I was writing. So he should kneel down there. Because he comes again and he says show. No, sow. So it's an investment you're making. Eh? You do what? You sow the mail, you sow the video. This is how the breakup, after the ice breaking call, you sow the video and the mail, then you have to germinate that seed that you have sown by following up with that same client here. Answer their questions, clear anything they don't understand. Then you take them to the redirect platform after germination. They've enrolled. On the platform, they can enroll for child support, they can enroll for caregiver, whatever. You want them enrolled on that platform for something. They can even enroll just to get the news. You must enroll them. Then, the seventh step is you follow up. And if any other information, like inbound calls come, you handle that too. Who thinks they're going to enjoy this job? Not just the money. Who's going to enjoy that whole process? Who's going to enjoy that? Okay, hands down. I see what I put here for you. Practice, practice, and what? And practice. Special warning to BDMs. People, stop inviting people here. If they work here, then you invite them. We need to process. Nobody leaves my meetings. I don't talk to people and one person is walking out. It doesn't happen. That's impossible. Which is why I only talk to staff. The next page is the obvious one. Compensations from campaigns. As long as it's campaign, it's going to come with all these things. So if you don't get the SUV, stop worrying about that. Your SUV is on the way. Apartments on the way. Land, even building you a house is on the way. Holiday is on the way. Awards, these are things that come from the campaign. Who is going to fight this war? I'm about to round up now. Who is going to fight this war? Hands down. A few announcements and I'm going to go. All the analysts must deliver 40 adult UPAP in 2 weeks. The first BDM team, actually I would say the first two to increase it. The first two BDM team that meets the 40 UPAP target each, all of them, all the analysts there will receive an SUV. That means, because I said it's the first two BDM teams, that's 100 people. 100. And I've told Oliver what to do. Oliver is the head of operations of this company. Get used to the names here. I've told Oliver what to do to make sure that the SUVs are nice and they're better. We're just throwing these ones out. He's going to streamline the process. Hey! He's going to streamline the process and make sure the cars, each one has a conditioner, each one. We're not going to give you crap. I've told him he wasn't doing it before. He has just taken over the department, and that's one of the primary areas of concern, is those SUVs. So everybody has a target of 40 adult UPAP. You can be doing ACP on the side because you know about it. We will finish the adult UPAP. Then the next trainer will train you. After that training, you start working in the call center. full time. The next training. After that one, every day your life will now look like this thing that we just described. So we have 2 more weeks to perfect the call center. In those 2 weeks, you're in and out, depending on when your BDM needs you to watch a video. You come to the office, in and out, until you knock out the 40 at .UPA. Each. The first, in fact, seeing the fact that that's the only time you got distracted, I will increase it. The first 4 BDMs to finish, that's 200 of you will get an SUV. Who is driving an SUV? In 2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks. Hands down. In that same 2 weeks, pay attention, it's just announcement time. I'm about to leave. In that same 2 weeks, we will send forth the BDMs. That will be a party. That day will be a party. It will be the real closure of UPA, the real one. Not that fake one. This is the real one. Not the one that they were intimidating us to do. The one we're doing based on business timetable. In 2 weeks, it will be the real closure of UPA. Because we have met the number of people in Uganda. We want them to get money from us every month, forever. We have a number. We don't have it. We want that number of people to say, yes, that company is blessing my life every month. It's very important for us to move forward. So UPAP will end in exactly 2 weeks. That day we'll come here, give away 200 SUVs. They said we gave away 30. Now we're going to give away what? I'll sing praises to your name. Oh Lord, praises to your name. Oh Lord, your name is great and greatly to be praised. I'll sing praises to your name. Oh Lord, praises to your name. That's for the SUV. That's for the SUV. 200 SUVs. Sing this praise. You will get one. I've told the actors and actresses. Yesterday I sent a message to Matthew to tell them maybe he has not delivered. They are so professional. Once we meet our target, we're also going to give all of them an SUV. Yeah. I'll sing glory to your name. Oh Lord, glory to your name. Hey, mighty Jesus. Oh, glory to your name. Let's tell him, glory to his name. Oh Lord, glory to your name. Oh Lord, Lord, your name, Lord, your name is great and greatly to be praised. I sing power to your name. Oh Lord, power to your name. Oh, I sing power to your name. Power to your name. Oh, I sing power to your name. My Father. Oh Lord, your name, Lord, your name is great and greatly to be praised. sing favor to his name. Oh Lord, I sing favor to your name. Lord, your name, Lord, your name. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great. 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 Oh Lord, for your name is great and greatly to be praised. In the 2 weeks too, you must report for that training I'm going to give you with 100 names of child caregiver interest. You're going to call on your first shift. On your first shift, you're going to make call. So the people you're going to call on your first shift, 100, write their name, phone number of child caregivers. By that time, what you're going to say will be available, and I will train you, and the managers will follow up with you, and you can start calling. You will not start doing this whole thing, shift ready, leads, you will start that. So you must have 40 adult UPA. Finish, full payment, not like part pay. We don't have time for all this drama. Pay for the tablet. We're not going to increase the price. Somebody sent me a message from one of the staff, I don't know who it was. Said, Chairman, let's increase the price. No. $750. That's it. Let's help a lot of people. The commission is very high. Going forward, here is the rule. Every deal done in the BDM team, the BDM puts 20K in their pocket. The 130 is between the team member, analyst, or whatever, and the agent. So we're giving you 150K out of the 750. That's compassionate capitalism beyond words. We're sharing the profit of the company with you. That profit that we want to treat as investment capital, we're sharing it with you. So that you're empowered. So if you do the deal by yourself, you make 130. On each deal, and you're supposed to do what? 40? So you've made 4 million in the next 2 weeks. It's a good place to kick off from. And if your team does the same thing, it means that you just picked up a car. So a lot of team meetings between you and your BDM, making sure that you're strategizing as a team of 50 to meet the target and to take the SUV for each of you. And all of you can go somewhere and party that day. And plan an event with your family members and welcome people and show them your car and beautiful, fine apartment. You can start a life from there through your hard work. Because what we do here is to give you the opportunity. You have to take advantage of that opportunity. $40 adult UPAP, 100 child givers, names and number. I advise you, since you have 2 weeks, vet those 100 people. Make sure they can use computer at least. So don't waste your time. Because on your first day of shift, you will call 100 of them. You will put them on the redirect platform based on the script you'll be given. Then they will start registering children on the platform and you're making money in the call center. How nice. So in 2 weeks, we'll meet each other again. We'll meet for the BDMs to travel. We'll meet to give you SUV. We'll meet to train about beginning work fully, sitting on the computer in Bukoto office. 2 weeks is what we have. The following people are getting SUVs today. You're good? Okay. How many? So we're giving away 8. Actually, the 30, see, we don't lie here. The publication in everywhere says 30 SUVs were given. The truth is that 8 of them were not available that day. So I wanted to call and give it, and then Lawrence told me, no, don't do that. If you call anybody's name here, they need to walk away with the car. So if the car is not here, don't call their name. So I didn't call. I didn't call 8 people. So I'm going to call those 8 people now. Because now the car is here. That's the last thing I'm going to do, and we have to definitely go. Rejoice with those who are rejoicing, they say. Huh? Is a DJ here? DJ is here? Is there a DJ here? Give us some music, my friend. Music. What kind of music is that? Which one? Okay, give us that one. The next one will be much better. 200 SUVs. We'll have food. We'll have drinks. We want to see balloons. We want to dance and rejoice. Today is 8 people. Everybody!
I have come with stories to tell. I have come with testimonies. Take a look at me, you can see.
Rejoice with those who are rejoicing. You call your name, they're going to get SUV today. Be happy for them.
Testimonies. And because the Lord is my shepherd, I shall never want every day.
Testimony! The first lady is known as Aumo Florence. Everybody!
You have come with stories to tell. You have come with testimonies. When I look at you, I can see it. You are full of testimonies. It's your time, yes, this is your season. All around you. Testimonies. And because the Lord is your shepherd, you shall never want.
Everybody! Everybody! In the morning! In the day, the next day, every single day.
Now I tell the story of how I overcame.
Everybody.
I'll testify.
Joining her is another wonderful young lady. Hope, where are you?
Everybody get your feet happy. Let's go. Come on. Where my islanders? Can some of y'all run down here to the front real quick? I gotta know who's in the building. Where my islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see you.
An SUV, and listen, if we give you an SUV in this company, we guarantee you will never not have a car. Huh? We don't do come and see American Wonder here. We do something that is stable and sustainable. If we give you an SUV, you will never not have a car. Never. Why? The Bible says, whatever the Lord does is forever. On that note, welcome a wonderful lady too. Brenda, give it up for her.
Say Baba God no be mana mana. Na so dem go open their mouth to she bada bada. But dem go undo, cause they know say the girl she dey hot like fire fire. Yeah, how they take no, I be the big take no, bana bana. Hallelujah, yeah, like God they do, yeah, hallelujah.
Rejoice with them. Rejoice with them.
Hallelujah, yeah, now only God they do. My baby fire, fire, I say she fire, fire. Cause today, I need it. Fire, where is my DJ? Make it put them for replay. I say my baby fire, fire, I say she fire, fire. Cause today, I need it. Fire, where is my DJ? Make it put them for replay. I say my baby fire, fire, I say she fire, fire. Hallelujah. Yeah.
The next person we want to come and share today's spoil is my boy, the first person who arrived at Development Channel with 35 million shillings. That's how he arrived. He arrived. You came with 90K, part payment for ACP. That's how you came. And you are still complaining about the salary, time, food. You came with, this person came with 35 million. Jonathan, where are you?
Papa Sunday, well, you ain't me mundo. Papa Sunday, well, you ain't me mundo. Kama una kasule lazima utulie, ujivunie, ubangaize. Bara ya kazi lazima utakite, uburudike, jiachilie. Ila usisahau, sika nguvu za
Rejoice with them. Rejoice. Rejoice.
tena si hatia, spend your money, sema asante. Hata ukikosa, sema asante. Kweli wewe ni Mungu. Na ukipata, sema asante. Kweli wewe ni Mungu. That's where life is supposed to pass.
To call is a team, because we give to car individual, we give to team. Yesterday we gave to the team around D boys. The next team I want to give an SUV is a team really led by the first girl to sit on the bare floor in that Development Channel. In a tiny house, when it was just a floor, I was just me and an empty floor. That day, this girl, she sat on the floor. She was on the floor until they now brought the first chair. I think the first day we brought 10 chairs. And with her in that her department, I'm handing her. And Robert's mother was at the point of death in December. He was right around doing deal for us. I said, why don't you focus on your mother? She said, Chairman, my mother, whatever may happen, but I need to secure this job. This company has a bright future. So he will go to see his mother in the hospital. Then he will go and do deal and deliver. Robert, Jupiter, come here quickly, music for them. And Brian, join them. Robert, Jupiter, and Brian, they get this SUV quickly.
Yeah.
Americans are doing it, we also will do what? We'll do the same here. It's very simple. I'm sure it's shocking to you, but it's not. It's just normal. You just have never seen efficient private sector before. You will see efficient private sector. This will be normal. People are buying private jets in New York, my friend. What is this? So expect this. Expect it from this economic war. The Lord bless you. The Lord keep you. The Lord cause his face to shine upon you. Goodness and mercy shall follow you. Greatness is your portion. You will stand out among your peers. The Lord will lift you up, anoint you with oil. Everything you touch will prosper. In Jesus' mighty name. Africa! 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 Economic war! Goodbye, everybody.